I'm Leo from Jersey and welcome back to my channel. All right, let's just jump right into it, shall we? Shall we go for it? Celine Dion, shall we go for it? I think that today's message based on what the intuitive downloads and from what I've seen, because you know, sometimes I like to pull cards before I go for what the message from above is, just to really give me an idea, because I don't like my own life to be, to like come into my readings. I like it to be what spirit wants it to be. And I had a moment while I was pulling earlier that I was like, wow, okay, that's what we want it to be today. Okay, that's what it's going to be. Okay, fine. So today's message seems to be about, this is for someone who has been really working through a blockage in their love life. Now, if you're someone that you're back out on the court, I'm hearing in my brain, like you're out dating again, you're in a place where you're like actually starting to heal and move forward, this is meant for you. This is meant for someone today that is, I mean, I guess you could be in a relationship. I guess that's possible. But I get the feeling that this is really like a kind of single reading. So I'm just going to stick with this for a second. And if this applies to you, it does. If stick around. If not, if today's message is not for you, I understand totally. This is very specific. Okay, so today's message is for someone who's really been working on the blockage in their love life that they've been working through. It almost feels like strange things have been happening. Like you've been seeing the signs, you've been seeing the like angel numbers I'm seeing, or like you've been hearing your guides, or certain synchronicities have been occurring in certain timelines that you're aware, like, okay, I know I'm working on myself. I know I'm working towards something. That's what I keep hearing in my head. I keep hearing like you have a kind of feeling right now that you're along this path and it's kind of dark and kind of shrouded in like shrubbery and leaves. Like it's almost giving like you know those children's shows when they'd be walking down the dark and scary forest road and it has like eyes in it and everything. That's kind of the feeling. But instead of you like in the past when you were younger or when you were immature, that's really what I'm saying, when you were like a child, you would kind of balk at the like fear of going down this path. And actually recently you've gotten to a place where you're like, you can actually, I'm hearing self-soothe. You can self-soothe. So you're in a situation that you can be like, no, okay, I know I'm being walked with my ancestors. I know that like, I'm hearing Jesus. So maybe Jesus is like a particular spirit guide for you, or maybe, and I'm hearing archangels. So something like that. Like they're calling to you. The people that have passed over, they're calling to you. They're speaking to you. You know, when you see synchronicity that you're on the right path. So you continue moving forward along this path, even though it's like very dark and scary and very watched is what I'm seeing. So you've been navigating, so specifically you've been really watching your feet. It's been like, I have this really heavy sensation, this feeling too, like it's been heavy on your heart and on your chest and shoulders, like this kind of feeling of like, it's almost like being like waiting to be attacked, but it's not quite, because I don't think you're defensive. I don't think that that's what it is. It's a feeling of just like you've been through so much and the journey still feels like it isn't over. That's really the feeling and vibe that I get. That's the imagery that I'm being shown from spirit right now. And look how bright this flame is burning. Like you have kept the candle burning. I hear that song, try to leave a light on when I'm gone. And so it's that beautiful song. I think it's Daughtry. It's something I rely on to get home. So something that you follow off sort of in the distance, like you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. That's kind of what I'm hearing. Yeah, confirmation. So today's message for you is that I feel like, oh God, you're gonna like shoot me. I feel like there's someone from your past who is very specifically kind of found themselves in a position of power, or maybe, I don't want to say fame, but fame is here, or something that they're like well known, or maybe in the community, or they have a good job, something to that effect. Specifically, I'm seeing Cancer, Pisces, Leo, Aquarius is here, and Scorpio. King of Cups is reversed. Yeah, so I'm gonna put, yeah, so definitely water signs, and then Leo, and then I have Knight of Wands, so definitely fire, some fire in there. But we have Ace of Cups reversed. So that you've been in like this cold, unfeeling state. It might even have been like a tough time for you. Look at the way this is burning. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? You've been keeping this fire burning, even though, I'm hearing you've been feeling so lonely. You've been feeling so alone. You've been feeling so like forced to work on yourself by yourself. Like your friends aren't in a place that they can take it either. Like maybe there's been pressure sitting down upon all of you. So there's a place that every time one of you you just like have to run away. It's a situation that you have had to deal with it by yourself for so long, but you're doing the work that other people haven't done. I'm also hearing there's a situation that you have been doing that solo dolo work in a way that other people have not, and or refuse to, and there is something to be said about that too. Let's go ahead and give ourselves a hand. Let's go ahead and take a second to appreciate how far you've come, because we are always so judgmental and criticizing and so like worried about the how we're going to get to where we want to be, as opposed to the living in the now. I've been working so hard on being present recently, so I feel you in this position right now, but I really want you to turn that towards your being present as well. That's what I would say to you. If I had to give you advice in this moment, it would be that you deserve to feel more present in your moments as well, and not like you have to keep working towards this distant future that just simply isn't coming. Like, when does the time come that we just turn around and we enjoy the where we're at, right? So the key on my spread here is that someone wants to speak to you really badly. They recognize the work that you've put in. They regret. They feel like they've missed an opportunity with you. They really do. They feel as though they have pessimism. They might have a bunch of options as well. And they're still not in a position that they feel ready to either pick one, or they're crying over spilled options, of which you're one. And I think that they want to repair things with you. They see how strong you've been. They see how hard you've worked. They want to heal things. There's so much imagery of healing, but there's also imagery here warning that this person has been going through their own dark night of the soul, but they are not in an exact place to, I would say, like, leap back into a relationship with you. In fact, I would sort of warn against that. I would say, in fact, you're probably in a place. I want to talk about you specifically. This reading is more about you than it is about these other people. That's really the key here. You have been healing. You have been granting yourself the space. You have been finally coming to a place where you feel moved on, where you feel like you're ready to put yourself back out there, like you're doing the self-care, like you're keeping up those gym days, you're keeping up those appointments, you're doing those things that you need to do in order to get to feel your best and to operate solo dolo. You're like that fantasizing of your own life, that going on Pinterest and making your own Pinterest board of what you want your future to look like, what you want your house to look like, what you want your money, your bag, your clothes, my clothes, my shoes. Okay, I gotta tell you something. Yesterday night, I've been Pinteresting. I've been doing just that. I've been doing all this work, right? Trying to put this shit together. And I'm not talking about me, because I already did this shit, babies. I already did this shit. And it comes full circle when listen to this. So I was with my best friend. Her name is Ashante. I was with Ashante last night. And out of nowhere, a bag that I have, she goes, I have something for you. I took her with me to go see me in a show, because I told y'all I've been manifesting me working. I'm not finishing my witness. No, I'm kidding. I'm a professional actor, so I've been in a show this whole time. So yesterday I took her with me to come see me in my show, which was so lovely. We spent the whole day together. We had a wonderful time. She drove with me. We spent the ride together. It was awesome. And then we got back to her house at the late night, and she goes, come inside. I have a gift for you. I say, oh my God, that's awesome. What? That's crazy. Like, what do you mean you have a gift for me? So I go inside. She always loves to surprise me. It's so crazy because we just have each other like that. We have each other's backs like that. Like imagine watering someone in your life who waters you the same amount, and putting those people first, baby. Yes, that is how you finally get to that place in your life that you say, shit, I'm fulfilled. I don't need you. Or when you get to that place that you recognize that other people weren't pouring into you the way that you were pouring into them. And I think now as an adult, I am really feeling that you grasp it. Firmly grasp it in your hand, SpongeBob. Firmly grasp it in here. You understand what people in your life are ones that will pour back into you whenever, et cetera, et cetera. Because I want to tell you. So here's what I was saying. I've been Pinteresting my new looks for the new season. I got that spring collection. I did a modeling gig for Spring Fashion Week this year. Yes, I did. Why? Because I manifested it. Yes, I did. So I did a modeling gig for a new high fashion kind of spread company for a perfume campaign. I'm not allowed to talk more. I signed an NDA, baby. And I had been Pinteresting this specific new next look for the spring fashion that I wanted to wear, the kinds of like themes, right? And there's this one bag that I kept looking at online. I was obsessed with it. I literally was like, should I just buy it? Should I just pull the trigger? Like, it feels so pretty. It's cool. It's fashion. Like, whatever. Should I just do it? And I just never got around to buying it. I was like, you know what? Nah, because I see other people in New York wearing this bag. So I'm like, nah, like whatever. I'm just gonna, if it happens, happens, whatever. Tell me why last night Out Ashante pulls, not that bag, a better version of the bag. Nicer leather, prettier grommets, wider strap, bigger bag, same cool leather. Cool. I was like, oh my God, I was losing my mind. I was like, you stay right here. I had to pull up the manifestation. I sent her the screenshot. She was losing her mind. We couldn't believe it because she was like, my mom gave it to me and I said, what am I going to do with this? So I decided to re-gift it to you, and she gave it to me with a bunch of other items, a few books and a shirt. And I was like, bro, what? Like, that is someone who loves you. That is someone who cares about you. That is someone who pours into you. That is someone who goes out of their way. And so you know that you need to nurture those relationships first for yourself and for other people. That's how you deepen love, baby. That's real love, baby. That's commitment. Yes, correct. And you are finally at a place in your life that you recognize and understand that. So this person from the past, baby, who cares if they come? I mean, I'm here to say, yeah, they're coming back, sure. But also, parentheses, who cares? You have your own thing going on. You have your own hobbies, your own schedule, your own friends. And make sure that in these moments, you don't lose sight of who truly matters. You know, give your friend a call. Tell them how much you appreciate them. You know what I mean? Interrupt them in the middle of their day and make their day. Yes, yes. Call your anxious friend on the phone. Yes, yes. Oh my God. Because, you know, this person is still coming back in a light energy, you know, because it feels like you guys can finally build something back up again, but take it slow. This person is not ready to jump into anything crazy, and neither are you. Neither are you. Why should this person change your whole situation? They shouldn't. I'm like, yeah, they're coming back. Yeah, they've been anxious. Yeah, they feel overwhelmed by the criticism and constant looking upon them. Again, are they famous? Why do they feel so watched and judged? Maybe they made a lot of mistakes at work. I don't know the tea. I'm guessing. Because in my mind, I'm seeing someone who just feels like they got ops. I'm seeing someone who thinks that like Drake. I can't. But they're finally in a place that they're healing and getting over it, and so are you. And I think because of that, you guys, if you want this person back in your life because you feel like you can work towards something or they can provide something for you, you can go ahead and let that sort of happen. But just know that, like, there is going to be chaos, delays, things occur in both of your lives, and that's okay. What matters, what's important, is knowing that you're on the right path, knowing you're putting in the work, knowing that because of your high vibrational energy, you draw other people back to you by doing exactly what you should be doing, which is focusing on yourself and the people who actually care about you. Yes, because they do what? Increase the stock in your love, in your self-love, babies. In your self-love. When did you get so judgmental? Who taught you to do that? Was that your mom? Because we can maybe let that go. You know, you don't gotta listen to her. What you think of yourself is what matters the most. Yes, yes, yes. Who was it that made you like this? Was it you? Because you use this same critical eye towards others? Let's all be a little nicer to ourselves and to other people, you know? There's a phrase my dad always used to use on me. Oh, I love it. So beautiful. Be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. And be gentle with other people. You never know where they're at. But trust them when they tell you. And don't go out of your way to meet other people's timelines that do not respectfully work with yours. You know, do not change your day for other people. Do not change the focus on yourself for other people. No, that's not what this is about. This is about you, baby. Yeah. Yes. Yes. It's the truth. So yeah, this person coming back, yeah, there's situations that they want to party with you, but you're at peace, baby. Trust the process. You have it all. Your wishes are coming true. Your manifestations are coming in. Keep working on yourself and see other people for where they actually are at. Yes, yes. And you have a lovely rest of your day. And thank you so much for joining me here at the Leo from Jersey. If you enjoyed this message, feel free to leave a like or send it to someone else who you feel like is relevant for, because that's a synchronicity as well. A bird just passed my window, so maybe you've been seeing birds. Or feel free to subscribe, join the Jersey Pride. You know I love to post messages just for you. You receive them exactly when you need to see them and not a moment more. And if you're drawn to any other video on my channel, go ahead and give a listen, because you know that anything that you hear is for you in this life, baby. Yes, it's true. You have a wonderful rest of your day. I love you. Hope to see you again. Thank you so much. Adios. Cha 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 cha.